Toggle longer days or nights. Ooh. I actually have not changed carry weight, unarmed damage, critical chance, dragon soul, speed multiplier, crafting materials. Now, this is a different one, all right? I've never seen anything like this. If you just want to be like the most pompous, rich asshole in the world, which I like to be that guy, then you can just come over here, press this button, and it will just repeatedly shower gemstones. And so I mean, yeah, if you just want to be that guy, you can be that guy. Alright, what's up guys, it's Sarcastic Dragon here. So I literally just finished recording the graphical showcase video. I don't know if this is going to go up before or after it, I'm kind of thinking before. But today, we are going to look at another house mod, because the Dracula's Castle was a house mod. Anyways, which I was wrong, you can get up to the top there. It's just, I didn't see it because you have to fast travel to it, and the map marker is like... Oh, I can't find it now. Oh yeah, it's way up here. But as you can see, you don't exactly get a tremendous view. but still. Alright, let's take a look at the star of today's shit show. Not to say that it's bad, it's not. It's just that my videos are bad. So, yeah. Today, we're looking at the Leveler's Tower player home. Now, this is a house mod that I kind of ignored until recently, because on the outside, it doesn't look all that special, right? I mean, like, look. I mean, like, it looks kind of just like a Dwemer Tower. Looks like there might be a telescope up there, but it's not that. And so I never paid too much attention to it until I finally did, at which point I realized that this is probably just objectively the best house mod, period. Like, because, again, it's not the most flashy house in the world. Again, I mean, you got Castle Dracula up there. It's, like, taller than the throat of the world, like, literally. This one is not that. But in terms of utility and feature-rich homes, this mod has absolutely no equal at all. And I'm going to show you. This is going to be a long video, because it's going to take me a while to get through all the things that this mod does. Now, I wonder if there's a way I could get rid of all these cobwebs, because they're kind of unsightly. So, here we are in the opening room. The first thing you have upon entering the tower is, first of all, it detects your DLC, and then shows it by a glowing diamond. If you push this button, like say push elven weapons, all elven weapons in your inventory will be automatically put in there, and I mean that's cool, but it's not entirely unique. There are several mods that do that, but that's the least of what this house can do. All right. So the point of this house, from what I read in the description, is, let's say you lose one of your save games for whatever reason. I don't know. It gets corrupted. Your computer breaks or something like that. For whatever reason, you lose your save game and your character is gone, all your progress is gone. The idea behind this house, from what I read, is, on top of just being a really good player home, it's also so that you could salvage that character by recreating it from scratch without having to go through the entire game again. Now, in order for a house to be able to do something like that, it has to be able to do just about everything. And this house can do just about everything. So let's just get started, alright? So we will start in the basement. Now the basement is about probably the most standard part of the house. It's filled with pretty average stuff. You know, you've got your archery here. Same with all the auto sorting thing still applies here, so you've still got all that. It's got a lot of paintings. Transfer filled soul gems. Again, that's an auto sort thing, I think. You got this. You ever use that? I don't ever use that. You've got your forge here. Again, this part of the house is fairly standard, but these are probably really overpowered. Blacksmith's ambrosia. I mean, yeah, that's pretty decent. What happened there? You get a little like holographic ghost saber cat. It's kind of cool, I guess. So this, I believe, I'm not sure if I understand this correctly, but I believe that you get a spell, and you can place a door down anywhere in Skyrim, and upon entering it, you will come out of this door. So I believe that's the idea behind that, which is also not entirely unique, but also got a lot of some stuff there. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm recording this the day after I recorded the rest of the video. I don't know when I'm going to slot this in the video, probably in the basement section, because this is where the thing is. But first of all, if you're not impressed yet because I haven't shown any really groundbreaking features, don't worry, you will be. I just kind of showed them in order from least noteworthy to most noteworthy. So, just, yeah. But, anyways, despite the fact that it took me like 30 minutes to get through all the features of this house, I actually missed a couple of them. One, this one was fairly small, is it seems to let you spawn. I'm not sure where the spawn button is. It also has an incinerator, which, I mean, you put stuff in there, and then, yeah, all the stuff in there is gone, so it's a little garbage bin. I missed the sitting room. Now, I mean, I'm just adding this in for kind of extra, because, I mean, it's not all that groundbreaking. The only really thing of note here is it's just got all the standing stones, so there's also that, and then also there's a button here that drops treasure. But, I mean, other than that, there's not much else to it, at least as far as I can see, but I could be wrong. So, anyways, alright, back to the rest of the video. In case you wanted to know that literally everything is covered here, you've got the Great Temple, which has every shrine in the game, just in case you needed those two. Like, you really wanted to replicate everything, Bloodstone Chalice here included. Here, Buffy. Oh. It's a valuable potion. Oh, wow. That's tiny. Does a lot, though, clearly. You've got a lot of stuff going on here. But let's move on to the more interesting parts of it. Yeah, and if you want all your shrine enchantments removed, there's just a button for that. And that's what you'll find, is there's a lot of buttons. You can just press and it just does all these, like, things that you, like, sometimes console commands can't even do. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this home spell location thing works, but... So, display. This is another thing that it has that isn't entirely unique, that isn't really unique to it at all. I mean, a lot of houses have display places, though a lot of them aren't this large. And this does, again, still have features that other ones don't have. I mean, namely, you can open that up. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this is fairly standard overall. It's got spots for all your stuff, which I don't have any of my stuff here because it's in the Dragonborn Museum. Alright, so these are the living quarters. You've got a lot of guest rooms, so that's good. That's good stuff. Ah, yes, we'll cover this in a second. Again, guest bedroom. This is the master bedroom, I believe, which, I mean, it's a good master bedroom. I don't know, it seems a little sparse, but again, nothing subpar here at all. It's everything in this house is above average at worst, and then, yeah, we'll get into it more. The other stuff. Get your bathroom here. Oh, magical waters cure and heal you. I don't know what that means, but probably heals you and removes all the diseases. That's just my guess. So, look out here. You can see we've got a fish tank with lots of fish in it. Now, I don't think there would be that many fish in there if I didn't have the Depths of Skyrim mod, which adds more fish species to make the water in Skyrim, like, you know, underwater places a little less dead. So I don't know if all of these are native to the mod, but either way, there you go. Now, this is a different one, all right? I've never seen anything like this. If you just want to be like the most pompous, rich asshole in the world, which I like to be that guy, then you can just come over here, press this button, and it will just repeatedly shower gemstones down there. They'll despawn, spawn back up at the top, and they'll just go down like a pachinko. That's what that's called, right? Pachinko machine. And, so, I mean, yeah, if you just want to be that guy, you can be that guy. And no, you can't pick them up. You can't cheat that way. You've also got a Nirnroot plant here, which you can water, and it will respawn. Why Nirnroot specifically? I don't know. But it's Nirnroot specifically. Maybe there's somewhere where you can change that. I wouldn't be surprised, but as far as I know. Oh yeah, in here you've got a little tiny frost frost guy here. I think so. He's the refrigerator. Sometimes I see him walking around. He just kind of glitched out of his cage. So I guess he's the refrigeration unit. A sponge. Transfer food. Again, that's an auto sorting thing. Baker's table. Yeah. So really solid kitchen overall. Big dining room. All golden china. China, yeah. Alright, so, next, you might have heard the false back door here already. So, now, this is not just sadistic. Like, it's got utility too, okay? Don't worry. So this was the one that really got me, because I was looking for something like this, and I couldn't find it, and then I found out that this house mod that I installed just had that. Just walk up here. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. And, like, I'm pretty sure this does full Vampire Lord thing. And as far as I can tell, there's no console command to, like, just induce the full Vampire Lord state, so this is incredibly useful. And same thing for werewolves here. So you've got that. You've got your vampire bed here if you feel that you need to sleep in a coffin for whatever reason. The master bedroom's just not good enough for you. Okay, so at this point we're finally getting into the more unique features of this house. So next we're going to go to, I guess we'll just go in order, the arena. Now, the arena, an NPC arena is, again, not entirely unique. And I actually haven't experimented with this one too much yet, but it looks like it's pretty customizable. Set spawn count. Okay. Summon Dremora, Forsworn, Bandit Priest, Thalmor, Orsimer, Elves, Creatures 1, Creatures 2, Atronach, Spoils Chest, Blade Traps, Remove Carcasses, Blade Traps, so those are like the Dwemer ones, yeah. What's this button do? Restorative Ambrosia, so I guess if you want to go down there and get involved yourself, you can do that, and then you have some extra health here. Leveler Sword, which is a kind of a uniquely decorated silver sword, which I believe comes with its own gold tankard of frost. Wait, it's a weapon? It's a mace. Well, damn. Alright. Now I wonder, are there other weapons here that I just didn't realize were weapons? Next up is the mine. So this is a pretty decently sized place. So you got your 2 workers here, and you can come over here and tell them what you want. You can either tell them to rest, which is just like the idle thing, or you can tell them, I want gold. See the gold lights up there? And I assume they'll get to work at some point. So I'm not sure if I've ever seen like that particular implementation before, but it's a cool one. So now we have not yet gotten to the really in-depth utility stuff yet. If you were wondering. No, we're not even close. Alright, next up, the library. This is where things get kind of ridiculous, in a good way. In the best of ways. So, first of all, teleportation markers. So you can teleport just about anywhere, any of the major cities, minor ones, as well as minor places like Kynes Grove, Riverwood, Rorikstead, all that good stuff. And then you've got all the Dragon Mountains here, which is kind of, it's weirdly specific spot, but I mean, why not? And then over here you've got all the war camps, both Imperial and Stormcloak. Again, I'm not entirely sure why you'd want to go to them, but the option's there. So it's now, this is mostly just book storage, but here's the thing, okay? Here's where it gets kind of nuts, okay? Because there's a basement down here. And you can see there's a lot to look at here. Now, this is every spell in the game. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Looks like it. I don't know why it wouldn't be. So this is where it gets to the point where, like, if you really wanted to be specific with rebuilding your character, you could do that. So you walk up here, Bound Battle Axe, you select it, it toggles a little emerald there, you now know the spell Bound Battle Axe. You turn it off, you remove the spell. Leveler's Chameleon, control weather, lightning blast, and dude, I don't know what a lot of these do. I mean, water walking, that's pretty self-explanatory, but Leveler's Nightmare. Now, this appears to be a summonable horse, and there's a thing somewhere to select its armor, and I don't remember where it was, but I have not tried this yet. But I did give myself the spell, so Dimensional Chest, I assume that's kind of like a thing where you can just spawn it anywhere, and it just has everything in a chest, like kind of like that one like little like Butler Dremora that you can get from Hermaeus Mora's thing. Assume it's kind of like that. I mean, there's a lot of other mods that do stuff like that. I don't believe there's anything important in this area. Yeah, just more shelf space. So now next up we have the laboratory, whichever. This looks like the entry room, but it isn't. Spawn a soul gem. Okay, so this is how you select which soul gem you want, and then this is how you spawn it. Arrow transmuter, which lets you make arrows, I guess. Alright. Lockpick spawn. Training box. Oh! Oh, so if you want to sit here and practice your lockpicking, just... Is there anything in them? Yeah. Okay, so this is like a little place where you can grind for lockpicking things if you want to. That being said, that's not necessary because you can just change your skill levels directly. So this at the end here, you can add, at the end of the Thieves Guild quest line, you get those 3 choices. You can add any of those 3 right there. And here's where it gets kind of interesting. Transfer empty soul gems. Again, soul gem condenser. Okay, so you can get soul gem fragments and make them into soul gems here. So those aren't useless anymore. Potion condenser. Oh. Okay, alright. So right here, you've got Modify Magica. You press the button, it increases your health, Magica, or stamina by 25. Cleanse Crimes, this clears all your bounties, I assume. Increase Restoration, Alchemy, Alteration, Destruction, One-handed, Two-handed, Archery, Armor. I mean, all my skills are at max, so I don't think there's really any more that could be done with that. But there's also the Leveler's Armor here. They all appear to do the same thing. Pretty overpowered stuff. So that's good. Toggle longer days or nights. Ooh. I actually have not changed carry weight, unarmed damage, critical chance, dragon soul, speed multiplier, crafting materials, ingredient effects, spawn arrows, spawn pelts, shouts, levelers, perks, hearthfire items, dragonborn items, Dawnguard items, select perks, select the perk you want, holiday set. Here's the nightmare armor thing. So I went with Daedric. So I don't know what it looks like actually. Set holiday settings. I don't know what this is. I would assume it changes the displays around the house to be, I don't know, spring, winter, or Halloween. I really don't know. This, I don't know what this is. It lights you on fire. It seems to be something, but I don't, if it has a function, I don't know what that function is. Dragon Soul. 60! Oh, I thought it added 63. No, I just have 63. Okay. So this is a fairly compact room, but with clearly a lot of utility, as you'd come to expect of some mods. So lastly, we've got the garden here, which is relatively standard, but it's also just really cool. Leveler's Telekinesis, and you can spawn cabbage, because why not? Down here, the doors are automatic, and they do close by themselves too. Now this, I don't get this. There's a piece of cabbage here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but now here we are in the actual garden itself. This is the entrance to it. It is a large garden. There are a lot of places. Now the only thing is that everything here is, like, all the planters are already used. And I, like, harvested everything hoping that I could come back later and then, like, plant my own stuff, but that appears to not be the case. So I guess there aren't any custom planters. I guess you're just kind of stuck with what they've got here. But either way, and you've got little gardener spiders or whatever. Dead chorus here. I think there's actually, like, slaughterfish in here. You can harvest a bunch of clams if you want and such. So that covers just about everything, I think. It only took me almost 30 minutes. We'll go to the tower here. So there's one other thing. On the outside, there's like a force field or something, and I haven't really investigated it too much. Oh yeah, and then I assume if you pulled this lever, it would empty everything into your inventory, so. This is a welcome message. Mentions something about, a README file contains everything about how everything works. So, there you go, there's that. That goes to the basement. This goes back to Skyrim. This is the entrance. I don't know if it's day or night. I was in there for a while, so. Yeah, see, so every time you, like, spawn here, that thing happens. So, force field. Turn it off, then it won't do that. I don't really know what it does. I mean, I can guess. I mean, I would assume it just prevents any enemies from getting within a certain vicinity of the house. But, it doesn't appear to have a visual effect or anything, so I don't know how far that safe zone goes, but that's what I assume it is. So, I believe we covered just about everything. As you can see, pretty much the only thing this house can't do is complete quest lines for you. I mean, yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself. I mean, as far as utility goes, this is the best house, like, period. Unless I'm missing something, in which case, please tell me, but, oh, it's the second floor here. Telescope. So these are just decorative, I would assume. So is there any actual rabbits? Where? Oh, that's the force field. The force field just killed all the rabbits. So that's what happens. They just, like, explode if they get in. I wonder if that would happen to your followers too. Like, I wonder if you brought your follower here, I wonder if they'd get hit by the force field as well. So, I don't know if this mod is available on... I really highly doubt it. I don't think it is. I think it's only available on the Nexus. I don't know if it requires SKSE, but given all the things that this house does, I'd be really surprised if it didn't. But if you're on PC, and you can get this house, get it. Just, I mean, like, yeah, absolutely. I absolutely recommend this house mod to anyone and everyone who can possibly get it. Not that I'm the first to recommend it. It's one of the highest rated mods, player home mods on the Nexus. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, maybe click subscribe or like it or comment and say Sarcastic Dragon. I've already forgotten half of the things you did in this video, and me too, dude. I mean, there's just so much. I don't even remember. It took me 32 minutes to go through the entire house. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.